Hey YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing some work on my daily driver. Not that thing, just my my pickup truck here. A few of the local people might know this thing. This is my old farm truck. I drive it pretty much. Drive it pretty much every day. I get parts with it, drive to work, and occasionally beat up on tuners and stuff on the street. Doesn't look like much, but yeah. Winter truck, so a lot of people ask me. I feel like I get asked quite a bit on what's in my truck, and everybody wonders like what kind of engine I have under the hood. I just tell them it's a small block, which it is. Here it is, all hoses and everything. It's pretty basic. It's a small block 350 engine. It's got some 882 heads on it, just stock cylinder heads. I got a stock cast iron intake on it. Vacuum secondary and HEI. Got a set of headers from like a Camaro on them. Those were like new when I put them on, but it's been some time. And yeah, pretty basic. Nothing special, but I guess that's what's on the inside that counts. It's backed up by a Turbo 350 3-speed, and yeah, just a stock diff in the back. So today I'm actually fixing a lean spot, or actually not a lean spot, but it's got a really bad stumble on it, and I'm pretty sure this thing has a vacuum leak underneath the adapter. So right now I'm in the works of taking off the carburetor and linkage assembly to get at it. I'm gonna try to do this with one hand here. So I used to have nitrous on this thing back when, you know, I didn't have much to play around with, and I did have a better motor in it, but as of right now, it's just my basic commuter, low compression setup, just to keep it on the regular pump gas, and vacuum secondary just so I'm not killing it with the fuel. But right now, with the cold weather, it doesn't matter. It's using the fuel like nobody's business, and yeah, I'm getting real tired of it. I drive this thing enough that I need to have it decent fuel mileage. So I'm gonna put that there so I can disconnect the fuel lines. pieces. Let's try. Okay, there we go. All right. So I pulled this gasket off, and it looks pretty soaked. It's got a little crack in it. I don't know if I just did that, pulling it off. But stuff like that does not help your situation. Anyways, so I think I got a new one of those. But yeah, it looks pretty wet on this thing. And there was another thing I wanted to do. So I'm going to take this gasket off. It looks like that gasket is pretty saturated. But let's do that. Completely muted until I start talking now, which would not be ideal. Yeah, it looks like the gasoline just ate the silicone. Who would have thunk? Probably would have been better if I just used like a what do you call it? A muffler cement. I don't know why I did this. I'm deeply regretting this now. Looks like there's some fuel bleeding. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get this thing fixed. Another thing, I had an issue. Hopefully, this fixes one part. Here. There's a new set of spark plugs. Pretty sure I burnt up these plugs because how lean it was. Change those. Use some NGKs. Purchased at the store I work for. If you guys don't know. Look at those. Need a Healy coil. I didn't really look into it very deeply, but I needed some bolts. They come with these ones here, about 3/4 long. Grab one of those. So, but I want to put a thicker gasket in here. Let's see this guy here. Let's see if it fits. So, we're gonna have some big issues with this guy. As you can see, that's supposed to be sealed. And that side's okay. That's not good. Oh, man. Maybe flip it over. And the cards say no bueno. Alright, let's see what I else got. I got one of those here. One of these. Drop something over the bottom. Looks like it's power valve. Alright. Don't think that's gonna work. That's not gonna work. That looks like a Ford. Absolutely. Looks like a Ford or something. Alright, found another one here. Not exactly what I was planning for. Because... okay, this gasket works perfect. But I was really looking for something thicker like this guy here. Just because these cast iron intakes, I don't think they ever really do stay perfect forever. Okay. I'm thinking. There's a pretty dense phenolic spacer in there. Yeah, those are tight. I don't want to break anything. At least tonight, or I'll be walking home. Just gotta check those, make sure those stay tight. Alright, now for this other one. I could use just a square gasket, but I want to use this thicker one on there. I don't know if it's going to affect it, firing it up. And when I see a heat, like a drastic change in the gasket when it heats up and that, but we'll have to see. I crunched that down pretty tight. It should be okay, but yeah. Alright, here's the carb. Just a 670. Great for the street-ish. Alright, carburetor's back on. I'm just snugging up the four corner bolts. Well, this trans does have a kickdown, but I don't use it. Just because the rear gearing in it is kind of aggressive. And what else? The RPM's really good. So when I'm cruising down the highway, I don't want this thing, you know, trying to shift down because the RPM range it's in is too high. Be like if you're cruising in your tow haul and you're like keeps on going back and forth, doesn't know what gear it should be in, or like most 4L60s, don't know what gear it wants to be in, or 700R4s for that matter. You guys like my NHRA legal hose clamps and NHRA SFI approved fuel line? I do too. It's pretty mint, if you ask me. I only run on outlaw tracks anyways in Mexico. Alright. I think everything's hooked up the way I want it. Next you're gonna see, I'm gonna have the plugs changed. I'm just gonna do those. I don't have time to film 8 spark plugs getting changed. I'm gonna change them, fire it up, reset the idle. Hopefully it idles a lot better. I'm gonna check the float level. Make sure that's not too high, and go from there. Alright guys, I got it running. Seems to be a lot better. I don't have not much of a misfire. But seems to idle a lot better. Let's see what we got. It's about, what is that, 700. That looks horrible on screen. Yeah. So I'm gonna raise up the idle. Likes to do this sometimes. Throttle blade will stick for some reason, but it's alright. It's only at like 950 if I really want to split atoms on that one. Smells like the mixture is alright. Seems a little on the lean side, which is fine for idle. But yeah. There we go. Get all the plugs. That engine is running nice and smooth. It's not rocking. I believe I don't know if this was it or this happened when I was taking it apart, but this one had a decent crack in it and seemed all right. Anyways, new plugs. That's a wrap on my my tune-up. Thanks for watching. I'll try to make some more videos. We'll probably do a video on that. And I got a big block I gotta do, a 400, and a bunch of other junk that I gotta do. But that's it for now. Sounds pretty good.